over. Lovely,
Good.
Greg.
Thank you, Mrs. I'm kidding. Okay, so first of all, hi guys. Yeah, I'm a little more silent today. Every one of us gets, a priority at every Twitch, just so you know. So, New Year's resolution for us: we try to be more active and present as much as we can in certain platforms. So today we, for example, launched already, or actually yesterday, we launched a new communication platform with our admins to keep better track of questions and such, because they're becoming more and more. And also we are trying to speed up with wishes and everything. We'll give you an example later. It concerns the moon events. Yeah. But yeah, we obviously, not only we want to improve, but also the team. And this is the key word for you.
That's it. So, well, basically New Year resolutions, I don't really make those on a personal level, but we think that, in such a huge team that involves a lot of people, it's also important to make them. So basically the team, what we really want to get better at this year, it's one thing that was missing sometimes last year, which was internal communication. Sometimes when you work with a big team, things get lost a little bit in the middle of the way, and this has an impact later on in the game. And we have seen this sometimes happening in 2015. And one of the things that we really want to fix is this. So we will work internally to, make our channels of communication something better, so you guys benefit from this as well. And one of the things that comes from different departments is the necessity of renewing some of the old stuff that we have. So we want to keep upgrading items, the old items, the old sets, pre-Rise of Valor content expansion, but also the events. Because we have been 2015, we ran a lot of events, and some of them were improvements. We always improve them, but it's true that we didn't give you, a lot of different events to enjoy, and this definitely is a point to get better at in 2016. And in general, well, just keep, a good product, give a good game for you guys, and also try to, implement as many community wishes as possible whenever possible. So. Those are our New Year's resolutions.
Exactly, and I see interesting messages while you're talking over here, like that I'm supposed to take off the ventilator.
The ventilator? We don't have a ventilator, believe us. This
believe
room
me.
Gets really hot in the end of the Twitch.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, so apparently there's a ventilator sound, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyhow, let's continue with something really interesting, which is the New Year's card contest.
Exactly. So for those of you who follow the forums and have some kind of interest about creative matters, we launched a card contest event, which was New Year's theme, and of course DSO. So if you go to our Facebook page, you will already see the finalists. To all of you who have participated, I don't see your designs in the finalist section. Well, don't worry, we had to make a decision on finalists, and now you guys can vote for them. Anyone is going to get a participation prize, so don't worry, keep on trying. We will launch other contests in the future and everything. So please, go to Facebook and vote. Playful Creatures, because we will get a special community vote, and of course Greg, me, and all the art team will decide also on which designs get 3 amazing prizes.
Yes.
That's it. Okay, and without further ado, let's jump to the business.
Yes, let's jump to business, because we have a lot to say. So, we have release 160 coming up, and we actually don't have a dedicated date for that yet.
Nope.
It was originally planned to launch it next week. We'll see how far we can get there. We'll start revealing information about it. But so as soon as you will probably find out if you follow the forums, because they usually know the mods over there know it firsthand. So what will come is improvements to the parallel worlds, and also be prepared, we will launch a bigger feedback thread for the parallel worlds. So a better explanation of the cranking of the crafting and the ranking of the items will be coming to make the info more consistent. And then we have improvement of the very first dungeons, Grimmack Stone, just because most people start off there, and then you're supposed to get in there easier and have a smooth transitions into the rest. And what else do we have? Obviously, something that has been criticized as well is the loot quality and the quantity. depending on the different difficulty degrees. So we'll be balancing this one. And to give you an example, something is back with the Mortis mask, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Which is something that a lot of people were asking, what is it, what is it? So it's coming, it will be a drop, and it's of course scalable and lovely revamped.
Exactly. Okay, now, except for the parallel worlds, let's go overground and talk about inventory space. Now, this is a topic that, you know, at some point, if you have more items in the game, you need more inventory space. So we decided that a 6th and the 7th inventory space slot will be available. Having said that, obviously we haven't forgotten about your wishes, where it states that you guys want to have an exclusive inventory slot for amounts and pets and costumes and emotes. We'll see what we can do there, but we prioritized it quite high on, at least on our list that we need to push.
Yeah.
Then we have balancing improvements to skills and talents. And by that we mean, I'll give you the example of the turrets from the Steam Mechanicus and the explosive emulation arrow of the Ranger.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people over there are talking about, in the chat, are talking about the Steam Mechanicus and its survivability in the PvP, which is currently a little off, which is why a lot of people are using that. We'll talk about it a little later, yeah? But this is not going to be addressed just yet.
No, that's it. That's a part of more ongoing improvements, but we will talk about those ones later. Another thing that I actually didn't put it here in the list, but is making it into this release, it's new fragments, new items that you're going to be able to buy with Materie fragments, which is something that is true for 1 or 2 releases. Yeah, you were stocking up your Materie fragments reserves, and for what? Well, there were not so many things you could buy. So now we have fixed this issue. So Salvendar, the NPC Salvendar, will have legendary pieces of equipment, so random weapons, armor, and also jewelry. And Salvendar will not sell anymore. This item has a very long name. Magical Glasses of the Fragment Seeker.
Or what you like to call the goggles.
The goggles, the lovely goggles. So he will not be selling that. That actually pertains to a new trader, which it's going to be a new trader in front of each of the dungeons that will appear once you have enter a dungeon and go out. And basically he will offer these goggles, the magical glasses of the Fragment Seeker, and also, and this is an interesting one, teleport items. So basically we heard that some of you find terrible that you cannot fight Callis and you cannot fight Mortis directly, that you have to go always through the first set of maps. So basically we are giving you teleportation items for Materie fragments. You go there, you buy those ones, and then you just jump to Callis and Mortis. They will also be available for on-demand, but especially for Materie fragments at a pretty okay price. So that's actually pretty cool for you guys because you requested it. And another thing that is also coming, it may not interest a lot of you, but to a lot of people who like gambling and love the figure of the weird jesters, we are implementing Gambler 3.0. And basically what this means is that we are making some little adjustments to the whole system. Important is that the unique gems that you could buy through Sumpe, they are no longer going to be at Sumpe's shop. They will appear at the jesters, let's say, stack of prices, but we have increased a lot their availability by 150%. So it's not that they are going to be completely impossible to get. They are of course a very lucrative item, and they are a little bit, let's say, lower.
Can I just interrupt you?
Yes.
A little bit. Did you talk I was supposed to talk about the Materie fragment? You did that.
Yeah, that was my realm.
It's just somebody interrupted me here. About the jester actually. When we talk about the term gambler, that's just the way, slang, how we sometimes use it here over here. So by that we mean obviously the jesters, the trio, the funny squiggly trio which is found in the city of Cardum, yeah?
Exactly, it's because sometimes we use our own internal names for things. So in this case, my internal community manager just went out, but yeah, I'm talking about the jesters, of course. So yeah, the gems will be removed from Sumpe and found in
all 3.
Exactly, all over the 3. But it's true that Sumpe will have now, and will have later on as well, new items that you can get with gilded clovers.
Yes.
And we have also increased the amount of gilded clovers that you can get in the jesters, so increase the percentage by also 150%, I think it is. And another big thing that happens with the jesters is that it's going to be a undermanned and a gold jackpot per server. So you know that there are 3 jesters, so every time a player inside an instance makes a bet, so like a stake, a part of those will go to a jackpot. So in the end, there will be always people who, by playing it, will win the jackpot, which means a lot of undermanned and a lot of gold that will deplete automatically from that jackpot and will start again. So if you have played other games, other online games, this is also a feature that appears sometimes. So we implemented it as well in our lovely jesters.
Yes. So make sure if you want to take, if your goal was to get the gemstones with clovers, make sure that you, sooner or later exchange them, because we will take them out of there. So you better do it now. Spread the word to anybody who wants to do that.
We will also put it on the forums, I guess.
Yeah. But
So higher chances to get gilded clovers for your underman and gold, higher chances to get the gems. Well, because you can only get the gems there, and server jackpots. Another one lovely thing that you can see here is a new beta set. This comes to the question of some people if we are introducing new sets in parallel worlds, like Mortis set, Kali set, and everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we are like little by little. In this release, we have a beta, which is basically, as you can see here, a belt and a weapon for each of the classes. So it works exactly the same as the other items. It has 3 tiers. You need always 4 items of the same, let's say, quality of item to create the next tier. And basically, you can find tier 1 items in the painful, or like the less difficult of the difficult maps. And then you can find tiers 2 in items in the second difficulty map. And then, because this name is painful, excruciating, and fatal.
Yeah.
So on fatal, the extreme hardcore one, then you will get items tier 3. That's it.
Good. Speaking of new sets, and not only in the parallel worlds, we have another new set coming up, which is the Norseland set. Yeah, and the Norseland set, as the name already entails, is not something that you get in the parallel worlds. It's something that you get in the Norselands.
Yes.
So, those who have played through these regions will know that the set is limited to level 30 to 35. So, if you're not interested in that, you probably just forget what I just said.
Exactly, but let's see that sometimes. I mean, we also want to encourage the gameplay of rookies and of people that are joining the game right now. So this is not meant to be a set that is gonna, break up like the set of the game. No, it's more of a set that helps these kind of people in those levels.
Yeah, exactly. So just consider there are people who are level 15, there are people who are level 30, there are people who just started the game. We have to, make sure we talk to everyone. So,
exactly.
So that's what we mean. But yeah, there's a new one, and it's the Northland set.
That's it. And another thing that I didn't put it here.
True. We're coming to this one after the set. So it's brand new information that we received actually today, and you might already have seen it on the forums because some of our admins were very fast. So it concerns people who have premium. Yeah, premium is the little icon with a. Oh God, I'm missing the English word. With the crown. There you go. With the crown, it's when you're a premium member, you get these lovely mystic cubes. Yeah, it's when you go through the game, there's a chance that you receive these cubes. They only drop for people who are premium members, and in these mystic cubes, you get different sets. For example, the set of the king, the emperor, and these with the next release, 160. These cubes will be dropping for everyone. Now, there's a little difference to them. They will be dropping for everyone, but only people who are actually premium will be able to look into them. Yeah. So now you might be wondering, okay, what happens if what happens if I'm not? I used to be a premium member. I collected 60 of these cubes, and then. I have them in my inventory. I haven't opened them. What happens after release 60? Will I be not able to open them? Yes, you will. Yeah, because they are still the old Mystic cubes. Let's just say it that way. The new ones will be dropping as well, but when you collect them, they will be a different stack. So you will see, you can recognize them because one of them will have a red text that says you can't open this because you're not a premium member, and the other one won't have that. Yeah, so that's how you differentiate with them. Another really cool nifty thing is that you will have access to your locker anywhere you are. This means that if you open your inventory, on the right hand side, you will find a little tab that resembles a chest, and on this one you'll be able to access the content of your locker anywhere you are. You don't have to be in a hub for that. So for some people this means they will never ever approach the little cobalt again, which is, you need to go and click, but you know what, it's more convenient. So
True.
these are the two new things that are coming for premium members with release 160. And I've received also another question from admins, but I'm pretty sure that this will be communicated outside, so and I've answered that already. It's a hypothetical question. So what happens if you collect 60 Mystic Cubes, as a non-premium member, and then you decide you want to open them? Well, you can technically also purchase a premium for a day or 3 days and then open them. Yeah.
And anyway, you can also sell them. It's Mystic Cube is 5 gold.
Yeah, you can sell them. So that's how it is. This is how it is at the moment. The release is not out yet, and it's as we mentioned before, it doesn't have a date yet. So maybe there will be changes. If there will be changes, you will hear from us.
Exactly, we will let you know.
Yes.
Okay, very
Next.
lovely. If you have questions about this, later on in our questions and answer section, we may get some of you. Lovely icons, everyone is using there. I see that you are incredibly resourceful in the use of these icons.
I love the one with the cherries.
Yup.
Later on, I'll pay more attention to the chat and I'll answer your thing. And as for people who are asking us customer service related questions, because I've seen that one in Greek, Alex Kid 84. If you want this to be answered, please talk to the support. Do not talk to us directly over here. I can't answer your support question here. I can't.
Okay. And what the people is asking, hey, 5 gold, is this for premium and non-player members? Everyone that sells a Mystic Cube gets 5 gold. So either you open them, you sell them, whatever fits you best.
Yeah.
It's a whole world of opportunities. And it's weird, I thought that I would see more people screaming about, the PvP changes that we are bringing. Okay, as I wrote here, our current pipeline. So things that are coming after 160. So 161 and 162. I decided not to put them specifically in one release or the other, because these are ongoing issues, but they will be tackled immediately after 160. So it's pretty much PvP measures. PvP for a lot of people is still unbalanced, still unbroken. Broken, not unbroken. And we need to do stuff there. So one of the things that is still ongoing by our PvP master is the improvement of the matchmaking system, to make it better, to make it that. Also, we are studying very closely the PvP visual bug, the display bug with the HP, with the health points of users. We are still testing that. We need to reproduce it. So don't think that we don't know about this. We know about that, and it's in the pipeline as well. And we also mentioned PvP tweaks and adjustments. Greg mentioned that 160 is bringing especially for the Ranger and the Steam Mechanicus, but we are always, seeing all the skills as a whole system. Important thing, and this is something that a lot of people are not gonna like, but we think it's for the best of a PvP balanced experience, which is the removal of the potions from PvP, and this applies both to the official PvP matches as well as the open arenas. So let us know what you think, but we conducted a poll on our Facebook weeks ago. The answer was pretty overwhelming towards that direction, and we actually internally think it makes a lot of sense, so we are going to do that. And another thing that a lot of people were complaining about, and we are also tackling soon, it's to remove the essence, the damage essences that are applying to other players when you go into open PvP arenas, in the cities or everything, which it makes a lot of sense that we remove them, it's true, because in the official PvP scenarios you don't use them. And theoretically these other open PvP, well, they are like testing grounds for that, so it only makes sense that they mirror or that they reproduce more or less the conditions of the official ones. So that's also coming. Yep. And that's what is in the pipeline, some of them for 161 and one for 162.
I had a question over here on the chat from Pandemonium about crafting 2.0, which is also, you know, one of the topics I'm going to talk about real quick. It's nothing, it is in the making, but we don't have any, like, we haven't sat down with a designer to talk about it, what exactly it implements. We will soon, because, you know, the closer it comes, the more likely it is that we'll give some input. But we don't really have any specific info on that yet. Yeah, as soon as we have, we will probably do some sort of preview on it over here.
Exactly.
But you might remember when I previewed to you guys the guild battle system early on, very early on, and they haven't been implemented. So for that matter, we will only do that when we know it's actually about to go into development, because it doesn't make sense to talk about it otherwise.
But at the moment, yeah, it's what we basically mentioned. It makes a lot of sense that we do the crafting 2.0.
Yeah.
It's about time, because we have noticed that crafting is not that luring anymore for players. We see that most of you destroy melt items or go for other kinds of, you know, improvements.
Yes.
Yeah.
So another topic is update items of PvP and general world. As we mentioned before, the parallel worlds are not finished. We just implemented 2 chapters, yeah, and our game designer has asked us for specific feedback about it. So we will put our feedback nets into the oceans of feedback and get some out and see what we can do there. We've done this already for the new moon events, new and full moon events. We'll talk about it later. And the other thing that we talk about, the material fragments, we mentioned that as well. You will get more options on what to do with them.
That's it. We also talk about buffs.
Yes.
And maybe we will conduct some feedback research to see if you actually want to have also buffs on the merchants, on the parallel worlds. So yeah, expect that as well. And I saw a question from the lovely chat saying, of course, I guess from a ranger player, what do you mean by, you know, ranger adjustments? It's basically they're going to tweak a little bit the explosive shot. So they will tweak that one a little bit, and they will also tweak a little bit the turrets of the steam mechanics.
Yeah, just for balance sake.
That's it. Okay, so this is what is coming. The same, if you have further questions, wait a little bit. Later on we will pick them up, some of them. And now we go to a very interesting thing, which is defeat the undefeatables.
The event which is coming up next.
Exactly. So we already talked about this on the forums. It will come with 160. It has, okay, the dynamic of the event is going to be similar to the one you already know, but we introduced a number of changes, which we think it's for the best. Basically, we tease that they are not coming alone. That the apocalyptic 4 are going to come with more people, and you know, more number of people. And one of the there were 2 names that kept on repeating. One was Mortis, and the other one was Baelor or Balor. It's actually Balor or Baelor.
I think depends on how you pronounce it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think from a Germanic point of view, we'd say Balor.
Okay, then it's Balor.
But from an English Anglophone point of view, we say Baelor.
Baelor. Okay, I would say Balor. I just wanted to be clear. Mortis is not coming, so he's not going out of the parallel worlds. He's staying there, but Balor is coming. Now, for those people who are level 25 and think, oh cool, I can battle Balor with 25. Well, not really. There are different, I will explain now how the dynamics goes, but basically different bosses will appear to you to battle depending on your level. So for example, those of you who have level 32 to 37 will also have Kalis, Herald, Sigrismar, and the list goes up until, for example, level 49, 50, where you have Kalis, Herald, Sigrismar, Destructor, Gorgia, and Balor. And Balor, he only comes in hard mode. So how does the event work? It doesn't have any quests. It's not going to have only one.
Yeah, well, technically it has. Technically.
It has Tabo quest.
Yes.
Our lovely Tabo giving always passes to every single place in Drakenia. The way it will go is you will just go into the Circus Monstrorum with a pass. Of course, will cost realm fragments. You will defeat the undefeatables and prove them wrong. And then after that, okay, you will get some little prizes there, insignias, equipment, everything. And there will be a portal. And this portal will take you randomly to a boss map where you have to fight this dude. And if you are successful, this dude is going to drop keys. So you better collect those keys. And also after the battle, there will be 3 different chests to be opened for you. And these chests can be normal or golden. And they have different things, which Mr. Greg here is going to explain. But yeah, basically it's a very quicker event than before. Just to go into the Circle Nostrorum, defeat these guys, and then see what awaits you on the other side of the portal.
Yep. Did you mention the chests? Or?
I mentioned only that there are normal chests and
the golden
chests.
chests. Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay, but that's fine. Guys, while I'm talking, I can't really focus too much on the chat, so sorry after that. Anyhow, the rewards, yeah, that we have for this event. This event will be more recurring, yeah. So expect some sort of series of events. There's definitely a new little follower, a very amazing little follower. We can name it, right?
Yes, let's name
okay,
it. Or let's make a little poll.
Yeah, we can make a little poll. So it's a new follower, which is I think one of the best animated ones. And it's one of the undefeatables. Yeah. So
it's another miniature pet.
Exactly.
We have Heredur, and which one do you think is coming now?
Yes.
Let's see if the people have a favorite or not. But it looks really cool, this one.
Yes. And in terms of the chests, the way it's gonna work, so on the normal ones you will have some drop chance, and on the golden ones you for sure will get a piece of that.
Okay, I see. Oh, I see Medusa, Winnie, Kalis, Arachna, Valor. I would love to have a mini Valor.
I don't know how that was gonna look like a little spark. Okay.
Okay, so and Herald would be so amazing.
It's actually quite mixed. Greg Puppet, yes, they were good too. There will be a little Greg Puppet.
His crinkly
no,
chair, no,
but after this whole thing, I'm trying to record my emote at some point.
Yes.
I'm still working on this one. I haven't forgotten about it. Yeah. So anyhow, it's we're not gonna reveal who it is, but it's very mixed. The reviews. I like it. Soon.
So cool.
Soon you will see it.
Server.
Yes.
Up to you to discover.
Yes. And then there's a brand new gemstone. It's called the cut peridot. Yeah. Or
the
cute?
Cut peridot,
yeah,
not the cute peridot.
Yeah,
no.
the cute one would
It
fit too.
funny,
And it's something that you will be able to equip on your cloak. And
only on cloaks?
Yes, only on cloaks. I know that the slots for cloaks cost a little bit much. Well, we'll see. And it's a gemstone that has tears, which means this doesn't mean the gemstone that cries. It means that it's a gemstone that comes in higher levels, so you can craft it to higher levels, which means also the stats are becoming better. Yeah. So
That's
tears, by that we mean higher levels. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good. And if you look on the test server, you will see what kind of stats it is. Quite useful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than the one from the winter solstice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my
And
opinion.
I don't know if the stats of the pets are final, but it's also a nice one.
It's a
But
good one.
The animations of this pet are awesome, especially the idle one, the one where you have to stay a little bit. Actually, you have to stay 1 minute?
I think 18 seconds.
90 seconds without doing anything, and
Yeah.
it's a nice little one.
Good.
And important. It's gonna be only 4 days.
Yes.
Because we don't have any quest, and it's pretty much a very simple mechanic. And to be honest with you, the realm fragment prices of the maps have not been defined yet. We know that there is also the new moon and the full moon this month, but basically they have not been defined. What I was going to say. Yeah, I lost my mind right now.
That's okay. We can.
No, exactly. That I got it. That the chests have really cool things. So, for example, especially the golden ones, it's randomly generated. Of course, you will get more normal, but if you get a golden one, it's pretty nice what is inside. So, and what we want to do with this event is to keep running it, because it's only 4 days, not on a monthly basis, but kind of often. So if you don't get what you wanted in those 4 days, don't worry, we will push it again.
Yes.
Vale?
And we're focusing to put more into another event which is coming, which is great.
Yes.
So that's why it's a little shorter than this one. Plus the game mechanic there's not as much to do as compared to an event like, for example, Winter Solstice.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Anyhow,
Anyhow,
let's continue and come to another very high VIP called the Gnob. Yeah.
The
so the event
Gnob.
version.
Here it is, the Gnob.
Yes, as many of you asked Is he coming? Yes, he is coming.
Yes,
And to cut it short, a lot of people have asked about the set Dragon Egg, the Dragon Egg set, and the way it's going to work with this set. You will be able to obtain this set. You will be able to obtain a reworked version of it. With a similar mechanic, the way you exchanged your dark set. So there will be an item available that you can use in order to upgrade it. And the dark set is also still present there, as well as the upgrade item for this. So you're not losing anything over there. There is, obviously, since we're introducing a new pet with the upcoming event, the old pet, which is Mini King Hairdo, will be available with Gnob 2 and its parts.
Yeah, exactly. So those of you who have, for example, 3 parts of Hairdo and just are missing the lovely head or the helmet, don't worry, you have it there.
And we will try to improve Gnob in terms of how he appears, what he sells, and things like that too, because it's kind of stuck sometimes.
Exactly, no, because another thing that the team realized, of course, is that lots of you like Gnob a great deal, but maybe you don't like what it brings one single time, and to wait a lot of months for him to come back. So we try to mobilize all the vendors in Kings Hill, and they are more friendly now towards the troll, so he's going to come back soon. After this one, and actually a lot of people were asking, can we put costumes on Gnob? So we asked the designers, and they want to put as well costumes eventually, so look forward to it.
Which is, we have already a costume seller, so it's a little bit of a cannibalization, but we'll see how what we can do there.
That's it. That's it. And maybe one thing that I wanted to say about also the Dragon Egg set is that it's scalable now.
Ah, yeah, true, sorry.
But there are like new bonus. But the cool thing is that if you have the old jewelry set, the bonus will apply also the new bonus to that old jewelry. But those jewels will be in the level that you have them. So if you want to have scalable to, let's say, level 50, then you will need to buy again those pieces.
Yes.
But that's it, so
Okay.
Gnob is coming, finally. And now I can say, in Facebook, is Gnob coming? Yes. And when? Right after 160. If not the same day, kind of close to it.
Yes.
So middle month or something like that.
All right. And now, very important information, pay attention.
Yes. So this was united to the fact of, New Year resolution and what we guys want to give you. And it's more, more events, but means more variety of events, not always the same rerun ones, but different ones with interesting rewards. So there is a very cool announcement, and this is that this year is going to be a very good year for the invasion events. So the first one is going to happen in March. So March will already bring one. I'm not going to say in which city or in which town of the game.
Am I supposed to say it?
No, you will see.
Okay.
But I really hope to see one Jalte Petal.
I think it's a little too small for that.
Well, too small for that, but it would be so cool.
Yes.
But again, we also have like lower level players, so we will see how that pays off. But invasion events are coming. And what else do we have? Do you know something about other events, Greg?
I heard something about it. So next to the attack a certain town event, we're not telling you which one it is, because it could be, Varian, Sanctuary, it could be Kings Hill, could be Yaltepeto,
could be Andrakash.
Yeah, true. There's another we have something in the making, but we're not so sure if it's gonna come. We don't know yet, because it's a very interesting idea, and it's brand new.
Yeah, it's completely new.
We'll see. We'll see. The thing is, we can't really tell, yes, it's coming, and then in the end people say like, you know what, we have to schedule it for that month, or maybe we have to not do it. We'll see.
True.
So, but one thing's for sure, the attack or defend the town in this case is coming.
Exactly.
Yeah? So we are focusing on this.
Exactly. Defeat undefeatables eventually with different things. We also have Stellar Gold more often. We didn't mention Stellar Gold yet because we don't know if actually we'll make it to this release. So we will be able to tell you more on the forums. And yes, some people are looking to that image of those everlasting lasers of Dragon.
Yes.
So yeah, Dragon will come. And who knows if he will bring the body.
The body? Oh, you mean
not a body. Not
somebody.
Somebody. Because this boss is
either somebody or some body. Yeah.
No.
We'll see.
We'll
but
see.
I'm pretty sure, when it comes to Dragon, he's very seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So what's the next season that's coming up? It's not Carnival, I'm telling you.
Exactly.
So
and we will probably do, future events. We cannot mention here all the offline community events that we have, but one of the resolutions of Greg and me is also do more events, but not only creative events where some of you maybe are not keen on, but we remember that we have the Olympic Games.
Yes.
We have the European Cup, which some of you may follow, and we have every month we would really want to do something for you with different rewards and things. So look forward to those as well.
Exactly.
That's it.
Good. And now let's come to the section that we love the most. Questions,
Questions
and answers.
So now we are in big. Hello. Whoa.
Okay.
First question is quite interesting, and a lot of people may have it. So Solstice Fever is away, and my character has a lot of Festus coins that either I have after opening the present or I just farmed them, but I couldn't open any present. So what shall we do with those coins? Well, shall we keep them? Shall we delete them? We would say keep them as a let's just keep them, because maybe, it's quite likely that they will appear in the next run of the Solstice event. Or another suggestion that we made to the team, but it's still on hold, is that maybe you can use in the this year those Festus coins for something else.
Yeah.
Maybe either exchange them for another currency in the game or get some items with them. So we will try to push this, see how that goes, but it's something that we are considering.
Yes, it's completely up to you what you're gonna do with them. You're gonna get more inventory, so
exactly.
Maybe you wanna keep them.
But I will keep them just in case.
Cool. Next question is: are you going to scale Grimac's Lost Legacy set? Yes, we're going to do that. Yeah, because we increased the level cap, so we have to increase there too.
Yeah, that's ongoing. I'm pretty sure the person in charge of these sets would like to release them very quickly, but this is ongoing.
Yes, and this is only one of the sets. There are multiple sets which are affected by this.
Yeah, this one. I took this question from the Ask the CMs thread because some people were talking about it, and Mystic Cubes, and the Lost Legacy seems to be lost. Like, no one gets this set anymore. There are still drops of this set, and it will be scalable in the future and revamped as well. Another question that some people are asking is, okay, content expansion 2016 is happening. Yes. And will you raise again the level cap? Well, it's not written on stone 100%, but most likely I would say yes. Yes, we will raise it at least to level 55.
We can kind of debate about it. You could say, you could just introduce new areas and then farm over there, but you kind of want to feel like you're progressing the game. And usually when you progress in the story, you kind of progress with enemies and with different items. We do know that it's always a pain for some people. It's like, oh, but I found already an item that I like so much. Yeah. Well, then upgrade it, or maybe you'll find something there. But I wouldn't. One thing is for sure, I don't think that the content expansion will be as big as Rise of Balor.
No, it's going to be smaller.
Smaller, concised, and we have not really more new information in it. But if I had to, me personally had to decide whether to increase the level cap or not, just from a field perspective, I would say yes, because then you got something to do. Not only you play through the story, you get new items, get to customize your character more. So, in that sense, yes.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's just me.
But let's see. We will have more information to give you guys. What we can also tell you is that our narrative design and level designers are already meeting every week, and they are discussing about the content expansion. Yes. So it's happening.
Yes. And next question is, I hate that the fairy claws and the ancestral teeth are not stackable. Can you please do something about that? Well, this opens a big chapter right now.
Yes.
The chapter of the moon events. Yeah. So as you know, the moon events, full moon and new moon, they have been reworked. Yeah. I like to use that.
Yeah.
And a hard version of them has been implemented, where you can also get new items. Now, the decisions that were made and they were implemented. Obviously, people gave feedback, we collected the feedback, and we reported. So this week was all about writing tickets on how to improve and come up with ideas how to make that better. That being said, one part is, we were going to make these 2 items, the fairy cloth and the ancestral teeth, stackable, because I think it was even designed like this, but for some reason it didn't turn out like that. So with release 160, we're doing that. Now, if an event becomes before that, logically, you won't be able to stack them. So, which is a big pain, we know.
Yeah, we know, but that's coming and that's cool. Another question that relates to, well, especially the new moon, the full moon event, but I guess as well with the future defeat and defeatables. It's a little bit pity that this change doesn't come before. The next defeat and defeatables is: are you really increasing the the drop rate of real fragments? Yes, this is happening with release 161. So we want to put a little bit more of rare fragments outside. So yeah, that's happening as well.
Yeah, and another reason. Sorry, another question concerning the topic of moon events. So, why is the Enforcer set not better than the Witch Hunter set? This question comes originally from the German community and was a little bit more spicy, so I censored it.
Yeah.
We do know that the set that you can get in the New Moon event, there's the Witch Hunter, the Witch Chaser set as well, has incredibly good stats for what it is. Yeah. So it's a very old set. Also, you need to know, and trying to create something that's even better than that, you always have to consider what other sets are there out there in the game. How easy is it to get to them? There are a lot of factors that matter. So the team tried to create something that could be potentially interesting for people, but it turns out people prefer the Witch Hunter set the way it is over there. So now the challenge is, how do you make this set better? Yeah. Another reason why the set is not as great is obviously the way on how to get there, how to get it. Yeah, it's a little repetitive. Yeah. So I can tell you right now, the set was originally designed in the way that it has 4 pieces. Yeah. So one of them was, for example, a belt, and I asked them, why didn't you include this? Well, they didn't include it. Yeah. They just wanted to have a 3.
The belt was thrown away.
Yes. So our suggestion is then maybe you might want to implement this again, but come up with a different sets, because now, for example, a lot of the sets, like the sets that you were introduced with Rise of Valor, have special effects in terms of helping effects. Yeah, maybe you ought to consider something like this, because it has to be an upgrade of the Witch Hunter set, because the Witch Hunter set is available in the normal difficulty degree. So logically, from that perspective, you need to have something that's far better,
or
at least
you can look forward to enter in a mode that consumes more time and more resources of your inventory. That's completely true.
Yes, so from that perspective, we gave our input, we give suggestions on how to make it better. Maybe create a craftable version that you can upgrade yourself. Maybe include a better effect on it. Maybe include a fourth piece. There are plenty of things that you could do with it, but it's not necessarily up to us to define them. It's just we gave the suggestions that you guys give, and we guys combine.
But it's true that we also think that those suggestions make a lot of sense.
Yes.
And that's why we will be very pushy with this.
One thing about the aesthetic of the set, that's a matter of taste. As soon as we have the
I love it.
Yeah, me too. So
I like more the Inquisition one.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's the one. That's one. That's a matter of taste, and as soon you might be even able to change that, as you know, if you follow Facebook.
That's it.
So that was
transmogrification.
Sorry, that was a little bit of a long explanation, but just to show you that we're actually working on improvements.
That's it. Another question: when will you fix the bugs with achievements? That's another painful chapter in our history. Yes, there are a lot of little bugs going with achievements, and this is kind of annoying for completionists or just achievement lovers. For example, sometimes you have achievement notifications, spamming messages when you change maps. Sometimes there is achievement for a set, and even if you have the set, the achievement doesn't get complete, or only when you are wearing the set. It's a little bit messy right now, but yeah, the team is also looking into this. It has, let's say, lower priority than the release 160, but it's still there, and we will push for it. So yeah, we will work on that.
Okay, great. And another question on this, well, not with the topic of the moon events, but another topic is in Twitch of February 2015. You mentioned the alchemy system and other systems that never made it into the game. What happened to them? I can explain it to you quite easily. People in here, they are allowed to come up with ideas. They write them down. Usually it's the game designers who do that, but there's obviously other departments who do that. These ideas, same, you have to imagine it like a parliament kind of like this. You vote for them, you present them, and when they're final, you review them, you go to meetings, change them, and when they're final, you put them into the production pipeline. And when you put them into the production pipeline, this could be, you just pick, you think of how long will it take, when is it nice to put it in, and just because it's put into the planning doesn't mean that it will stay there. Sometimes things get prioritized, other things get shifted there. If there's over 50 people who work on this project, and also other, it's a big company, so everybody gets to have a saying what comes when and what is suitable where. The alchemy system, as far as I know, it's a great idea, and I've heard it only in combination with the new class or the new content expand. I've seen being referenced there, but that's just a reference. So in general, I would say, and another good example is the guild battle system, which was also introduced last year and was kind of scheduled to be for last year. It was also taken out because quickly people realized it's a very complex mechanic. It's a very complex one that can have a lot of impact on the way people behave on the servers. And it was realized that a lot of features are still missing that should be implemented before that. Yeah, and also guild battles, I think we're talking here more about, it's kind of the foundation stone of anything that connects to guilds. And there's guild halls, improved guild communication, guilds recognition, all of that. So sometimes things just get postponed for various reasons. Yeah, that's what I can tell you about that.
That's it.
So when we have something new, and as we said before, when we are 100% sure that it gets into production, we will mention it.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. Another question is, well, if you are followers of our lovely Facebook page, you will see that yesterday we posted how the costumes of that Design Your Norta costume event that happened already in September are looking. So basically they will be finished with 160, but we still need to think what are we going to do with them. The good news is they are not going to cost any undermount or anything. We want these costumes to be available for you guys. So most likely I would say it's gold and it will be purchasable in the seller. We would say we really want to put these costumes out because this is one of these community creations and they really look awesome, both of them. One of the pictures was the texturizing of the costume and the other one is how it looks like. We didn't show the female version of the Elven one, but it's amazing.
Yes.
So they are coming, and actually some people were asking if we are going to hold other competitions. Maybe we will hold this kind of costume thingy, but it will be, of course, later on in time, not now. Yeah.
About that, by the way, we were asked several times how to implement them. Should they cost something? Should they not cost something? We wrote actually explicit quests for that.
But I don't think that's happening because of
time
issues.
It's another example of how things are suggested, and then once they are reviewed, they say, okay, you know what, actually we don't have that much time. We need to put more time into this, into the moon events, or this, or that, or that. So in the end, they were saying, okay, when do you want them implemented, and can we do it a little easier rather than what you suggested? And then it's negotiating. So they will come. Sorry for the delay. Next time, I guess we will do something like this. We'll try to tell the people from the beginning, we want them like this. Yeah. And like here.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please. Yes. But they are coming.
Exactly.
And please, people, don't get aggressive on the chat. Everything is good. It's Friday.
I'm gonna collect a couple of questions afterwards too, because I've seen them multiple times.
I'm collecting already.
Yes. Next question is, what about the bug with the health restoration of the steam mechanicals in PvP? Are you fixing it? We are aware. We have a system that shows us how many, what kind of class is predominantly played where. And you can notice things, for example, when some class becomes incredibly overpowered in PvP. You notice that the numbers of it are rising because people like to exploit it. Yeah. So we noticed that, and it will be fixed. Give us a little bit of time for this one. I don't think it's fixed with the upcoming release, but with the one thereafter. But yeah, it needs some time before you detect things like this. Next.
Yes. Now, since we have finished, I think, yes, with the official questions that we
Yes.
had.
Can I take?
No, I will take over.
You take.
I will take over because I have here some of those questions. We also do our homework. Preselection of honor and wisdom points. It was mentioned in the past, it's still coming. Yes, it's coming. Either in 162 or 163, I don't remember, but it's coming, so don't worry, guys. Greek players, pay safe. It's still a recurring issue. We haven't come to a solution or a possibility. Well, basically, we don't have anything to mention.
We can say it from this point of view. We, on our side, cannot do anything because this is something that goes beyond Drakensang Online. It's something that our company, Big Point, has to solve, which is something concerning the entire Greek market. Yeah, kind of like this, or what's going on there politically.
That's it.
This is not something that's only Drakensang specific. Any other game that belongs to Big Point is affected from that too. So I guess if you have news about it, you will find it in the Greek forum.
True. Yeah, that's it, because it only applies to Greek players.
Yeah.
Another question that people were asking, when does Gnob come? I think you don't want to hear that question again, please. It's coming when he's coming. It's like Gandalf, yeah?
Sounds like Duke Nukem Forever. When is it done? When it's done.
When it's done. No, he comes when he comes. He's a very patient fellow and he takes his time. But it's true that we will put probably the stats of the Dragon Egg set, because of course that is interesting for you guys. So we will put the stats on the forums. But next week, not today, not tomorrow, next week. But we will put them. Server migration, another one of those lovely things which is designed, ready to be pushed, but still doesn't get pushed.
Yes.
So it's there on the pipeline, and we don't know exactly when the priority will come for this to arrive. But we know that some of you are searching for it, and then we will try to get official announcement on that.
It's still in the pipeline. Like, it's not been taken out as far as I saw.
No, it's still there.
And another question that I saw, which is a very, very topical one. I just got it this afternoon. It's about Heradur and not dropping uniques. So, something that the moderators also asked, if this is the case, if you realize, hey, this guy's not dropping anything, here's what you usually do. You did correct. You report it to the support. The support reports it to us. They create a ticket, and then our testers are looking. Like, the more people are reporting it, the more importance it gets, of course. And then you see that we talk about it, and then obviously these guys are talking about it. So I guess the next step that they will do is they will verify if that's true. So they will see, let's have a look at the list. What is this guy dropping? Yeah, and when they're like, okay, looks like this item is not in there anymore. If that's actually the case, they will verify it and be like, you might want to tell the players outside that, you know what, he doesn't have this item. But at the moment, we haven't heard anything of that.
No, but we will search. We will certainly ask for it. Now, this is a disclaimer for all of those people who maybe do play Heradur 2 times and they complain that he doesn't drop.
Yes.
Well, okay, maybe after the second time, you still have to play a little
Yes,
more.
Sometimes consider its probability. When we say things like there's a 50% chance that something will drop, I'll give example the ancestral teeth. Yeah, it could be the case that you go 10 times onto the map and it doesn't drop because you always have been unlucky. Yeah, and then the 11th time it comes. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, we have no verification whether this happened yet. Once we have it, you will know. Yeah.
Niels Gummiball.
Cute.
That's a very nice name you have there, Niels. What happened to the winner costume of the costume contest? Well, we had 3 winners actually. I think they are from Canada, from Mexico, and from Germany. What happened to them? They are living their lives and they received already the prizes. They are very impatient to see the costumes, and they will get the costumes once the costumes are implemented.
Yes.
I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Now, next one. What is a tombola, please?
I think what they try... Tombola. Tombola is something like a raffle.
Like a lottery?
It's a different word for raffle, yes.
That's it. I mean, that's the Stellar Gold event is that. It's a tombola.
Yeah.
Or tombola.
Yeah, it's...
For some people.
Yeah. It gives you the chance to get tickets, which are called Stellar Gold. Yeah.
Thug Life.
Yes.
It's very Thug Life, this job.
By the way, we've seen a very incredible mount in
Yes.
doing Stellar Gold,
Yes,
but we're not sure if it's actually connected to the event.
It is.
It
Someone
is.
someone
If it
saying
is, then
yes.
we will
Yes.
present it at some point.
Well, that mount is quite.
Yes, it's huge.
Well, we are not saying anything.
Yes. Huge
okay,
and anorexic.
some more questions. Some more questions. Come on.
Okay.
Haruki, Gnob, please. Please, patience.
Oh, when you put
the Javak's hand. This
Yeah.
was something. How to say? Like
I can't read it.
item. Yeah, someone is telling something.
Okay, yeah.
We
Nice.
got some interesting information here.
We will reveal
We
it
will
at some point.
disclose it. Yeah, Javak's hand. Throw it. Those hands are stinky as hell. Throw them. You don't need them anymore. I want to comment on this.
Yeah, go
the
for it.
last present from the cave, I guess the calendar map, was best. And I guess this comes with a lot of irony because
Yes.
it was 5 Festus coins. Yes, we convey your lovely wishes of health and prosperous life to the person in charge of this. Anyway, think about it. Yes, maybe it was not the best thing to finish. The same with us with the 24th of December and the Christmas calendar. But again, it was for free. It's just something that you got on top for playing for free to kill a little monster. Yeah, we will make sure that for the last calendar day of the next year we don't give Festus coins.
Two more questions that I've seen over here. What about the new PvP mode? Actually, me and Haruki, we do something monthly. We collect most desired things and then we put them into improvements. And one of them is called the duel mode. The fact that you can duel somebody in PvP. Like I would be, instead of having a random selection, I could specifically target Haruki.
And you know how it would be?
What?
Like taking a
glove.
You know?
Okay.
Or like a French way, en garde.
And this is something that there is a design for it. And another thing that I saw there, which is exactly what we listed on our top 5, is the essence toggle. It's the little switch where you can change your essences during the battle. That's also something we are pushing very much. Yeah, I mean it's a small thing, but it's a very cool.
Genau, and the Spirit Stones, they are also coming. I think they are currently scheduled for 162, which is basically a very convenient, because this is about this, quality of life improvements,
Yes.
making your life easier, and this is definitely coming. And yes, there is a new cloak. There are new cloaks coming actually.
Yeah.
Cloaks.
Yeah. There's one. There's one.
Very nice, but again, a little bit later.
Yes. Good.
Oh, you're so mean, guys.
Good.
Sometimes you're so mean.
I think this is all we can cover for now in terms of questions.
See, this is it.
Yes.
But we had a very, very funny time today. You are actually very, very well behaved, people.
Good.
I don't know what's going on.
We're happy
got a lot
about
of
this.
presents during this Christmas. Okay, so yeah, we are finishing.
Good.
We have 2 little minutes, and let's go with our raffle winner, shall we? Ta-da-da. Oh, okay, so there they are.
Surprise.
I wanted to create like an effect, but no anymore. Okay, good.
Surprise.
Flip tables. So yeah, congratulations, guys. It's 1 week premium plus all those lovely things. The Undermont thing is 15,000 Undermont. The troll is the Squire troll that you could get sometimes some offers back in November. Those dice are like 2 dice of each color because we still feel Christmassy here in the office. And
Well, the weather outside pretty much screams for that.
It's snowing. And the Gilded Clovers of slot 2 Tegan. This lucky fella is gonna get 3 Gilded Clovers.
Yes.
Wow! So yeah, that is the raffle. And for those of you, there is no bonus code at the moment.
No.
But we are planning to create a bonus code probably for Defeat the Undefeatables, yeah, to give you a little push. But come on, guys.
Yeah, I mean, come on, after the calendar.
5 bonus codes, yes?
After the calendar. And again, we're sorry for the 24th.
Yeah, that was...
The thing is, when you create things like that, like the video calendar, we created the video calendar and the idea behind it. And obviously, when you put things into the bonus codes, you're like, can we put this? Can we put that? You always have to fight with the game designers. They're like, no, this is too much. No, this is too little. Yeah, so the 24th was actually supposed to be something different, but we still we like that it was cool that you liked the 25th of December. And always remember, there's always the 24th and the 25th of December. Some countries prefer the 24th, some the 25th. Yeah,
That's it.
but overall we really enjoyed that you had so
Yes.
much fun with the calendar.
Yes. Also with the with the video. Let us
Yeah.
know if you want to have more videos of this. I mean, not the crazy funny video we had with the Christmas, with the crazy horse head, that actually one of the German players understood what this horse was saying, and he's saying Happy Christmas, but in a weird way. Anyway, another thing that we wanted to tell you is that there are more dev diaries brought to you. We managed to convince people to have interview with us, yes. So we will have narrative designers with us, we will have event designers, level designers, so a little bit of, even QA guys.
Yeah.
We hope we can get them in front of the camera. And yeah, so look forward to also different...
QA guys?
Yes, QA guys like you, boy. Because the QA guys are...
Okay, it's too much Friday.
He was waiting for that for the whole
It's too much
season.
Friday. We have to.
Anyway,
Okay.
we are finishing now, so it was very nice to have you there, guys, and we'll see you in the next Twitch session.
Good. Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Greetings to
Bye-bye.
all the moderators and the fan base. Bye bye.
Exactly, and the Gnob details will come next week with prices and with stats, okay? So, alles gut.
Bye.
Bye, ciao.